The resurrection of Christ. John 20-110 NKJV. 1. The empty tomb witnessed by Mary, Peter, and John 1-8. 1.1 The stone taken away. According to Jewish custom, a new day begins at sunset, around 6 p.m. Jesus was buried before 6 p.m. on Friday. Saturday was the Passover Sabbath. The first day of the week was Sunday, and Mary Magdalene went to the tomb while it was still dark. 1a. While it was still dark shows that the time was before the sunrise, likely between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. She saw that the stone had been taken away from the tomb. 1b. Then she ran and came to Simon Peter and to the other disciple, whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken away the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." 2. 1 point to the linen cloths and folded handkerchief. Peter and John ran to the tomb. 3. John came to the tomb first, stooped down, looked in, and saw the linen cloths lying there, but he didn't go in. 4. 5. Then Peter came and entered the tomb first. Peter saw the linen cloths lying there. 6. And the handkerchief that had been around his head, not lying with the linen cloths, but folded together in a place by itself. 7. After this, John also entered the tomb, and he saw and believed. 8. 2. Understanding the resurrection through Scripture 9-10. As yet, they didn't know the Scripture that he must rise again from the dead. 9. But the resurrection of Jesus was prophesied in the Old Testament. Also, Jesus foretold his resurrection many times during his ministry. 2.1 Old Testament prophecies of resurrection, Psalm 16:10 NLT. 10 For you will not leave my soul among the dead, or allow your Holy One to rot in the grave. After Jesus' resurrection and ascension, Peter quoted Psalm 16:10 when he preached to them about the resurrection of Jesus. Acts 31. Isaiah 53:10-11 NLT. 10. But it was the Lord's good plan to crush him and cause him grief. Yet when his life is made an offering for sin, he will have many descendants. He will enjoy a long life, and the Lord's good plan will prosper in his hands. 11 When he sees all that is accomplished by his anguish, he will be satisfied. And because of his experience, my righteous servant will make it possible for many to be counted righteous, for he will bear all their sins. 2 Point to Jesus foretells his resurrection. Jesus foretold his resurrection in Matthew 12:39-40, 16:21, 17-9, 17:20-23, 20:18-19, 26 and 31-32, Mark 8:31, 9-9-10, 9:31-32, 10:30-2:34, 14:27-28, Luke 9:22, 11:29-30. 18:31-33, John 19-22, 10:17-18, 11:25-26, 12:23-24, 14:19, and John 16-16. 2.3 Post-resurrection enlightenment. After the resurrection, Jesus taught his disciples about his resurrection in Luke 24-25-27. Then they returned to their own homes. 10.